Saw it, didn't see. Dick Surgeon saw it.
Oh, he's drunk. Sir Toby, an hour gone. His eyes were set at 8th morning.
Here's a robe.
Away with him. Who hath made this havoc with them?
I'll help you, Sir Toby. We shall be dressed together.
Will you help? An ass head, a coxswain, and a knave, a thin-faced knave, and a gull!
Get him to bed and let his hurt be looked to.
I'm sorry, sweet one, for I have offended you by hurting your kinsman. If I had been the brother of my blood, I would have done the same with less wit and safety. You thrust a strange regard upon me, and by that I perceive that I have offended you, and I am sorry for what I have done, and for the vows we have taken.
One face, one voice, one habit, and 2 persons? A natural perspective, that is, and is not.
Antonio! Oh, sweet Antonio! How I have missed you since you have been gone.
Sebastian, are you?
Fearest thou that, Antonio?
How have you made division of yourself? An apple clipped in 2 is no more than 2 creatures. Sebastian, which is you?
Most wonderful.
Stand there? I never had a brother. Nor can be that deity in my nature. Of here and everywhere, I had a sister, whom the blind waves and surges have devoured it. Of charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman? What name? What parentage?
Of Mezzaline, Sebastian was my father. Such as Sebastian was my brother too. So went he, suited to his watery tomb. His spirits can assume, both from and suit. You come to fright us.
A spirit I am indeed. But I am in that dimension, grossly clad, which from the womb I did participate, where you a woman, as the rest goes on. I should my tears let fall on your face, and say that thrice welcome, drowned Viola.
My father had a mole upon his brow.
Mole! And so had mine.
And died that day, when Viola, from her birth, had numbered 13 years.
Oh, that record is lively in my soul. He finished indeed his mortal act, that day that made my sister 13 years.
And nothing less to make us happy both. But this my masculine usurped attire. Do not embrace me till each circumstance of place, time, fortune, to coherent jump, that I am Viola, which to confirm, I'll bring you to the captain in this town, where lie my maiden weeds, by whose gentle help I was preserved to serve this noble count. All the occurrence of my fortune since hath been between this lady and this lord.
So come to it, my lady, you have been mistook. By nature of her bias, you have been contracted to a maid. Now you have been betrothed to a maid and a man.
Be not amazed, right noble is his blood. If it be so, and yet the glass seems true, I'll have a share in this most happy wreck. Boy, thou hast said to me 1,000 times, thou never should love woman led to me.
And all those things will I overswear, and all those swearings keep as true, as doth thy orbed continent the fire, that serves day from night.
Let me see thee, give thy hand, let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
The captain that did bring me first on shore hath my maid's garments, he's upon some action, is now in durance of Mavelio's suit, a gentleman and a follower of my lady.
He shall enlarge him, fetch Malvolio hither. And yet, alas, now I remember me. They say, poor gentleman, he is much distract. A most distracting frenzy of mine own, for my remembrance clearly banished his. How does he, sirrah?
Truly, madame, he holds Beelzebub at stave's end, as well as a madman can, in his case, may do. Oh, here has writ a letter to you. Sorry that I didn't get it to you today morning. But as a madman's epistles are no gospels, so it's skill not much when they are delivered.
Open it and read it.
Look then, and be edified. Edified, as the fool delivers the madman. By the Lord, madam!
Art thou mad?
No, madam, I do but read madness, and your ladyship will have it as it ought to be. You must vow vox.
Prithee thee, read it with wit.
So I do, Madonna. But to read it with his right wit is to read thus. Therefore, prepend princess, and give ear.
Read it, sirrah.
By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it, though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me. Yet have I the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not but to do myself much right, or you much shame. Think of me as you please, I leave my duty a little unthought of, and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio.
Did he write this?
Aye, madam.
See him delivered, Fabian. Bring him hither.
Your master quits you. Your service done him. So much against the metal of your sex, so far below your soft and tethered breathing. Since you have called me master for so long, here's my hand. You shall now be known as your master's mistress.
A sister, you are she.
Is this the madman?
I, my lord, the same. How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong, notoriously wrong. Lady, you have, pray you, peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is your hand. Write from it, if you can, in hand or phrase, or say 'tis not your steel, not your invention. You can say none of this. Well, granted then, and tell me, in the modesty of honor, why you have given me such clear lights of favor, bade me come smiling and cross-garter to you, to put on yellow stockings and to frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people, and acting like this in an obedient hope, why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark house, visited by the priest, and made the most notorious geck and gull that o'er invention played on? Tell me why.
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing, though I confess, much like the character, but out of question, 'tis Maria's hand, and now I do bethink me, it was she first told me thou wast mad, then camest in smiling, and in such forms, where here were presupposed, upon thee in the letter, prithee, be content. This practice hath most shrewdly passed upon thee, and when we know the grounds and authors of it, thou shalt be both the plaintiff and the judge of thine own cause.
Good madam, hear me speak. Most freely I confess, myself and Toby set this device against Malvolio. Maria read the letter at Sir Toby's great importance, in recompense whereof he had married her. If that the injuries be justly weighed, that have on both sides passed.
Alas, poor fool, they have baffled thee.
Why, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrown upon them. I was one, sir, in this interlude, one Sir Topaz, sir, but that is all one. By the Lord, fool, I am not mad, but do you remember? Madame, why laugh you at such a barren rascal? And smile, and you smile not. He's gagged. And thus the whirligig of time brings in his revenges.
I'll be revenged on the whole pack!
He hath been notoriously abused.
Pursue thee and entreat him to peace. He has not told us of the captain yet. When that is known and golden time commence, a solemn combination shall be made of our dear souls. Meanwhile, sweet sister, we will not part from hence. Cesario, come, for while you are a man, but seen other habits, Racino's mistress and Fancy's queen.
But when I was a tiny little boy with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, a foolish thing was but a toy. The rain, it raineth every day. But when I came to man's estate, with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, against knaves and thieves the men closed the gate. It raineth every day. But when I came, alas, to wive with the hey-ho, the wind and the rain, by swaggering I could not thrive, for it raineth every day. But when I came unto my beds with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, but still tossed pots had drunken heads, for it raineth every day. A great while ago our world begun with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain. But all is one, our play is done, we strive to please you every day.